Hello, hello. I'm here. Alright, so... Welcome to the stream. I'm doing some Bitcraft, mostly because I want to show off my cool new boat. And, you know, I'll probably do this. I might switch to more Fly Night later, depending on how I feel, but... Oh, man.
Po_Panda just raided with 21 viewers.
Oh, I just started. Thank you for the raid, Popo Panda. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, for anyone coming in, I'm Catamump. I'm a blue crab VTuber, and I'm gonna be playing some Bitcraft. I literally just started, so it's a good time to get in here. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Welcome. I'm guessing, were you also playing Bitcraft? I think I remember previously you raided me from Bitcraft, maybe. But yeah, for anyone who was already in here, definitely go give Popo Panda's channel a check out. Maybe give a follow. And yeah, if you've got a raid and run, also feel free to head on out. But I hope you had a good stream. So yeah, I just got my boat earlier. Yes, crab. So I have a skiff now, which is a massive speed improvement. Caved after 3 days of digging sand and bought... Is it pronounced Lussel or Lucel? I'm not sure. I have terrible news for everyone who's been trying really hard to get one. I just went and dug one pile of sand and got it on the first pile of sand. And I was like, oh, the eggs must be pretty common then. And then I looked it up immediately afterwards and I'm like, oh, I don't think they are at all. I think I might have gotten extremely lucky. But here's my little guy. I don't think I had ever dug sand in the game at all before. So I just dug one pile. Got this little guy. Yeah, oh my god. Oh yeah, Gray, is that yours? Oh, yours is cute. I like the little spots on the ear. Yeah, that's a shitload of sand though. 7K? Man, I actually, after I got the egg, I was like, oh, I'll keep digging. Apparently these are pretty common. Maybe I'll grab a couple while I'm here looking at all this sand and I can, you know, try to get a couple colors. Then I dug like 4 or 5 more piles of sand, didn't get any others. I'm like, did I get like just extremely lucky? I think I had only dug up about 30 total sand at the time. This is going to somehow counterbalance in a different way in my life, probably causing me to die. Like, this luck will be my curse. It'll have to balance out somewhere. But yeah, these guys are cute. It reminds me a little bit of my chinchilla. But yeah, I got that thing, and I got my boat also. Hey, Wispwood said 0.0125%. That's horrifying. Did you just hop in my boat? Let's take it for a spin. It's so fast compared to the raft. I'm so impressed with how fast it is. Oh my god, look at us, we're cruising. Yeah, I hopped on earlier and I got my sailing up to like 19 and probably like 60% of the way to 20. I was like, shit, I turned in all the quests I could. And I was like, you know, I feel like I could probably get there. So I took myself out in the ocean and then just used a pair of tweezers to hold down my W key and then occasionally steered myself as needed so I didn't run into the ground. And did that for about 25-30 minutes, and I got it. Sailing from Region 7 to 3 in a raft, the skiff is a much-loved improvement. I cannot imagine. So I used to like taking the raft down this river to get to the ocean. I pretty much only ever took it out to about here, and that was like a extremely long, that was like 45 minutes each way, I feel like. I cannot imagine traversing like the full oceans, because the map is It's huge. It's absolutely huge. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably gear up and take the new skiff out on the ocean, do a little ocean fishing. Where's my little guy go? Does he? There he is. Okay. But yeah, I also shout out Grey Count for giving me the stuff needed for the skiff. I did not have the cloth or the wood. Grey Count got those for me. Alright, so what do I need to go ocean fishing? Technically, I have chum already. Probably as much chum as I would reasonably need. Maybe some more food for snacking. Maybe I drop off some of the stuff I don't need. Oh yeah, I'm actually still holding the sand I dug up in my inventory. I only dug up a total of 29, 50, and 50 sand. And that was some of the sand after I got the little guy, so... I'm never getting another one, I think is probably the case. Unless I buy it on the market. Oh yeah, what? Where are you? Oh yeah, there you are. Let me see. Nice. Fashionable. Right, how do you wave? I want to wave too. It's just slash wave. Could've guessed. Probably could've guessed. Yeah, I got I got a different head shape, and I got the dark blue hair, but I think it's a little too dark. I'm probably gonna get the lighter one once I have the cash for it. Where do you see what region you're in? So it was you hit F4, and you see the NA up in the top corner. That shows you like other information. And see, now when you open the map, you can see what region you're in. And I believe if you scroll the map around, I'm trying to do, and you go, yeah. So like if I hover over down here, you can see it's region 5. So you can just use that. And then if you hit F4, that toggles that on and off. Someone taught me that on stream, actually. I didn't know immediately either. So yeah, we live up in region 8. Our little city's right here next to Hollowstead. Oh, Gray, you didn't know that? Yeah, that's how you figure out when people talk about regions, that's how they're getting that information. Alright, yeah, let me drop off some other stuff. I don't need to take tree sap with me. I probably don't need to take jackal fur with me. I don't really see it coming in handy. Probably do a little tier 3 fishing on the way, too, if I swing by that one town. Let's see. I'm bringing more food than that, I think. That should be enough. I think I'm gonna do the thing where I sail down the river, because I want to know how much faster it is now that I have the skiff. And I can stop by those people who have that tier 3 crafting station. Do a little tier 3 fish stuff while I'm there. I think our stuff is all still... Actually, wait, we have tier 3 now. Well, never mind, I could just do it here. Sure, real quick. I'm probably going to eventually want the next bigger boat, and I'm sure that's a ways off, so... Any tasks I can turn in? I do have tier 2 oil. I do have rough parchment. That was tier 1 parchment, right? I'm pretty sure? Hope so. I don't think I have tier 2 parchment. I still probably could stand to be spending more time working on the traveler tasks. Oh, it was tier 2 parchment. And also tier 1 parchment. Wait, okay. It was both. Wait, did the tasks... Wait, no. That's not what was here before. So I got fish oil. The tasks reset while I was picking the stuff up. What really bad timing. Well, that's okay, I guess. F4 isn't working for you. Huh. Um, it might be... I don't know, actually. I've not looked, but I wonder if you go into your settings and check keybinds, if it'll say... like, what key does it? I don't know where that would be. Actually, I don't know if it shows up in keybinds. It doesn't seem to, because I don't see it in here for me, but it's definitely F4. You have to turn on the F debug key option. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I think... where is... Okay, yeah, you have to turn on this first. Under normal gameplay settings, enable debug F keys. And then once you turn that on, it will work. That's my bad. I forgot about that step. Thank you, Rybo. Good, good call out. Yeah, it was so long ago that I turned that on. I forgot there was even a second step. Alright, do I have the stuff I need for ocean fishing? You know what, real quick, let me see if I can turn in this, jackal stuff to the sword man. Oh, we're really expanding. This guy's all the way over here now. Alright, I'm going for it. To the ocean. Oh my god, it's so fast. I am zooming. This is true speed. I'm sure the next bigger one is even faster, too. And then, of course, I get over here and then have to stop and get out and walk. I've got to figure out... Can you, like, terraform land that you don't own? Like, as long as no one owns it? You can build roads different places, right? Like, could I theoretically... I don't know how to terraform, but if I could figure out how to terraform, could I fix this waterfall so there's at least, like, one tile that's short enough that I could sail up it? Gotta figure that out, because if I could do that, that would be extremely nice for being able to traverse this river. This is the only spot I have to do this. Otherwise, it is a continuous thing all the way to B and then all the way to the right. There's a jackal here. Jackals really come after you. Oh, I got the fang drop. It's the rare one. Alright, B and all the way to the right. Like all the way to the right on this. Can I scroll this? It looks like it. Okay, there it goes. Or is it like... Is it pillar shaping? That kind of sounds like something. Are you just looking under the all tab? Well, I'm probably not gonna try to terraform this waterfall right now. I'm certain I don't have the stuff for it. But yeah, I think there's like just one spot of water there where it's like not connected, or like you can't sail directly up it. There's like these little short ones, these little like half tile ones you can. So there's just one over there, and then I think over here there's just one other spot where it also would require a little more like graduation to the climb. And then I think it would be completely sailable all the way to the ocean, which would be cool. Wrong button. I think I'm good to reboat now.
Just
Iris Sphere, thank you for the follow and immediately throwing things at my face also. Much appreciated.
Tiraspia just redeemed throw many things at my face.
Oh, and it's hydration time. Get my water arm out.
Big B50 just redeemed water the crab, mini hydrate, 3 ounces.
Where... I'm doing...
Doomslace just followed.
Doomslace, thank you for the follow. My stream deck isn't turning on. How do I fix this? How do I... Please turn on so I can use my water arm. Can I, like, manually toggle it? Yeah, I wish I could turn it off and on again. It's... The problem is the software, I don't think, is turning on at all. It just isn't opening. It's probably crashing on launch or some other dumb thing. I'm gonna go make sure it's not running in the background. It probably is. Don't worry, baby. I'm going to drink the water. I'm going to find a way to drink the water. I could also just drink the water, but if I don't get out my little water arm, then how will people know? How will the people see? This is important. Alright, now this time, it opens without a problem, right? Come on, come on. I hate this software. It's called Loop Deck. I think it's like kind of the one of the standard like Stream Deck software options. It's terrible. It constantly crashes. I actually have a script running. I wrote a script that restarts it every hour because it gets stuck in a frozen state where it appears to be working and doesn't work. And even with that, it also just sometimes won't launch. So what if I do this? Okay. You know what? I found a temporary alternate solution. It's still not working, but I've used software tools to turn it on. Now I have my water, so you can see that I'm drinking water. It's the it's the Razer branded Stream Deck, and I don't know if I was using like a different brand of Stream Deck, if I would have different software. It's possible that it would be better to have a different one. I might not buy another Razer one if I get another Stream Deck. It is a convenient thing to have, though, to have like a bunch of buttons on hand that do stuff. If it, you know, fucking worked ever. All right, drinking my 3 ounces of water. That's the phase of someone who's drinking, and their software is losing tracking over it. All right. Had my water. Now I need to put away my water arm. There we go. Look, I got a workaround. All right, back to cruising. I'm tempted to do a little tier 3 fishing. Just, you know, like while I'm passing by. I feel like that I don't know if this is true, but I feel like the tier 3 fishing is better for experience than ocean fishing, just because you can collect more total fish over a longer period. The ocean fish, once you kind of fill up your cargo, you're done. Cheap and use an old Logitech keyboard and some free software. Honestly, not a terrible idea. I have, speaking of alternate ideas, I have a tiny keyboard with like 4 keys that's like Bluetooth connected, I think. And I can map those 4 keys to whatever I want. I almost wonder if that would be easier to use than this thing sometimes. No, I didn't mean to stop fishing. That's okay. I didn't mean to get out of the boat either. I wish when WASD was enabled, right-clicking wouldn't move you. It moves you sometimes, though. But yeah, doing a little bit of fishing. Right before my stream, I thought, you know, it's a really, really nice day out. Like a perfect, like, 70 degrees, sunny. I went for a walk, and I was like, you know, I haven't touched Pikmin Bloom, the Pikmin mobile game, in forever. I'll bust that out because I'm going for a walk, and I'll plant flowers. And you know what? I did plant the flowers, and I don't know what that really does in Pikmin Bloom. I think it gets you something, probably. Currency? Other benefits? I completed a quest, so pretty much an expert at Pikmin Bloom now. Weapons are not scrappable. Guess how many I made before I figured this out? Oh no! Oh no, Gray! How many did you make? How many would even be a lot? 10? I feel like it could be more than that. I'm hoping it's like 3. Or like 2. Are weapons not a tool? I'm surprised they're not scrappable.
InfaVT just raided with 3 viewers.
Infa, hey! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Luckily only 5. Nice, not bad. I mean, it could have been way worse, I think. You were dying a lot. Oh, were you playing Elden Ring again? I feel like that's a good place to die a lot. I mean, I guess that could be other games, but... Also, welcome in Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Catawump. I'm a Blue Crab VTuber, and I am currently playing Bitcraft. We're just chilling and fishing. I'm trying to take my new boat all the way to the ocean. That's my current plan. It was pain. Now you're here to chill with this cool heckin' crab. Well, thank you. I appreciate the raid. If you need to, like, step away for a little bit post-stream, you know, feel free to wander off. I'll be here. Oh, I'm watching someone kill a boar right there. That boar, it's stuck in the water. What, are you not gonna loot its body? Oh my god. Wasteful. Wasteful hunting behavior. How dare they waste? I mean, if I'm still here in 5 minutes, I'll go pick up the loot, but I don't think I can really do anything with it. Alright, I need to eat a little bit of fish so that I can continue to fish. This is the cycle of fishing. You fish the fish, then you eat the fish. Everything is fish. I really would like to get my cooking up to level 30 so that I can cook these level 3 fish. I just keep fishing them. How is my cooking? 23. I mean, so a ways off still, but it's not terrible. I've still never once constructed anything. Or masonried anything. Actually, I have a very small amount of masonry experience. I'm guessing that's from turning in quests. After my ocean fishing journey, I might try to see if I can also bump up mining to 20. It's very close. And if I do that, I'll also probably get smithing to 20. Be nice to have some of these in tier 2. I think I have the pyrolite pickaxe. I think it's just sitting in my bank unused. Oh, right. I ate the food, but I didn't actually let all of my stamina recover, did I? Oh, shit. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. I won't let any part of the animal go to waste. Wait, can I not have this? Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm taking it. I can't take the other one. I don't have the... Okay, I'm only taking one. That other animal is gonna have to go to waste. I don't want to waste another slot on... on this. I'm not that invested. Because my plan was to use the 2 different slots on the boat for tier 1 ocean fish and tier 2 ocean fish. Double the ocean fish. So... I can only rescue the carcass of one of the boars. I would like to be able to... I wonder if it would be beneficial to work on hunting for the sake of the cooking. I guess farming also would... Farming would probably be better because it's easier and it has a faster loop of... You plant, you wait for it to grow. You harvest it, you plant more, then you go cook, then you know, you can do like the bulbs. I had a good bulb cycle going where I would like harvest the bulbs, cook the bulbs, then by the time I was done cooking I'd go back and they'd be grown again. We need more fibers for cloth. Yeah, that too. Like the cloth fibers are very important and I could work on both probably in that same kind of cycle. I feel like that would be more advantageous than hunting. Also, hunting is kind of time consuming, so I don't know if it's as useful. There goes Maticus. effort grind on Scholar. Yeah, I still kind of want to try to do Scholar, but I feel like it's tough. It's a tough one. What you're doing now, just finished up doing 80 birds. That's kind of a shitload of birds. I just feel like hunting them down and then getting their carcasses is a lot of work. I kind of get why that guy was leaving the boar corpses around. He was just trying to level up hunting. Oh, you can hunt the goats now? Impressive. Oh yeah, you could hunt the goats, because you and I went to deal with goats a little bit one time. Make my chum. That's right. I couldn't kill goats on my own for chum. What's the next tier up? Does it go straight to these boar? After goat? Okay, can I get back in the boat and then go back to fishing? The deer. Okay. Right, because yeah, the boar is tier 4. So yeah, I think bird, then goat, maybe then deer, then boar? That could be right. When I was sailing around in the ocean to get my sailing up, I ended up... Let me see if I can show where I was. I was like... I landed over here, because you can kind of see my path. I went all the way down here. And it was weird here. It was all weird and fucked up. There were, like, aggressive wasp bugs that wanted to kill me. I don't know what biome this was, and I couldn't harvest anything there, so I couldn't really tell what tier it was, but I imagine it was a much higher tier. I'm guessing some people can probably tell what biome it is based on the, color. Stone Gardens? I mean, there was a lot of stone there, that sounds right. I had to run down there to try to find pretty flowers for my outfit. Ah. Oh yeah, it looks like it's maybe the same biome here, too. Like, right now, I'm here in kind of the autumn woods biome. This is kind of that really basic starter biome. Okay. Yeah, so you can tell from the map, I guess. I should explore more. I should get more map uncovered. How's fishing going? Alright, I've almost exhausted this fishing hole. Can't find thyme in the pine forest. What I think is a pine forest isn't one. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far on, what is that, foraging? I haven't needed thyme or anything yet. Okay. Wait, am I going the right way? No. No, I am not. Now I am. To the ocean. What do you mean leaving Wispwood? Wispwood's all the way over here. I don't think we own this. Has that just been stuck on the screen? No, it went away. I don't know what that means. It feels so nice to just be in a boat that can actually move. There's Maticus killing again. Oh yeah, I always like to peek at this little civilization.
Doomslace just redeemed cheek squish.
Thank you for the cheek squish. Sometimes it doesn't line up perfectly. I hope it did that time. I feel like whenever I see it, I try to like look forward-ish so it isn't too weird. Oh, those were the deer there? I've seen those guys around. It was good enough. Nice. Yeah, I feel like, as you know, as long as it's close enough, like it's okay if it's a little imperfect. Here's the little narrow bit. It almost looks like the boat would not fit through there. But it does. Does it, when you have the F4 menu on, does it, like, tell you what biome it is? I don't understand how people know what the biomes are called, other than maybe looking it up online. Or maybe it's in... Like, if I look at, like, a gatherable resource, does it tell me where it comes from? You had to look them up to find flowers. Yeah, I feel like the names of the different regions must be something people look up. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a mushroom, maybe? The Woker baby? You can't say that. You can't be coming in here and saying that. I'm not gonna do the voice. Someone would clip it and then, you know, what would become of me? I stream this one, we could be playing Magic. Well, I looked and no one was online. Well, that's not entirely true. Mike was on the Discord sitting in there, but no one else seemed to be around. I kind of figured everyone had plans. Ah, yeah. Phone. Makes sense. Yeah, I kind of figured if we wanted to do Tabletop Simulator, doing that one not live would be better because of the possibility for working through the controls and the problems and the different things. From what you said, it sounds like it works pretty well, which is exciting. I would love to do a little virtual deck with my little lizard guy before I, you know, drop the money to buy all the other cards to actually have the deck. You know, test it out, make sure I like it. Remarkably easy is the best kind of way for something to be. You know what, I actually did consider if Tabletop Simulator is working well for Magic, it would probably also work, you know, pretty well for playing Warhammer 40k, the actual game. But I can't, like, paint little guys. Deck you're making from scratch, you gotta make it in Architect? Architect? I guess that makes sense. First, if it exists, you can hop right in. I believe the one I'm looking for exists. Use it to play Heroescape. Nice. Yeah, I genuinely, I feel like we could probably make more use of Tabletop Simulator than we commonly do. But yeah, I think the deck I'm looking to do, like, it, others have created it, it exists, so I don't think I'd have to make it, like, from scratch. But I will see. It might not exist where it needs to, so I might have to do it. Man, this boat is so much faster than the fucking raft. I feel like I'm almost already there. Not quite, but, like, kinda, you know. Like, ocean fishing becomes, like, way more practical now. I also wonder if the sailing experience you get is based on like time sailing or distance sailing, because I kind of feel like the experience ticking is faster in the skiff. And I'm guessing that's because I'm covering more ground faster. I could be full of shit though. That might not be real, but it seems that way to me. Oh fuck, oh fucking fuck. What? What? Look at your calendar from 30 minutes. My calendar? What calendar? Google whichever one we have all the fucked up events on. Oh, right, okay, hold on. Wait, shit. This is important. Oh my god, is this the annual the anniversary of when you got boomed by Booney? In a mere 30 minutes? Oh fuck, we probably need to do something to celebrate? I guess? For a little context for the chat, we've got a calendar set up that we put events in, most of which are to commemorate some type of terrible or stupid thing one of us did. It also has a specific event in it for the Dave Matthews Band dumping their tanks into the Chicago River and on top of the architectural tour boat. We like to celebrate that annually, as well as some other things. I just jumped out of my boat. Speaking of killing yourself in Minecraft in real life, I saw a Minecraft mod, like a Minecraft horror mod. It was probably a collection of mods. It looked pretty pretty cool actually. Someday I'm gonna do something like that. Yeah, we were at a bowling alley, right? And he asked you a question, then when you tried to respond, he just rolled his eyes and walked away. His name is Booney, so Jack got boomed by Booney. And that's the event. That's the annual holiday. Oh no.
Tiraspia just redeemed bad crab.
No, busting out the spray bottle. What have I done? I'm blind. Where are these mushrooms for these skewers? Oh.
Deck just redeemed bread.
Inbred. Yeah. I'm already to the ocean. Bit of a point redeem for text to speech. Is that possible? I think that seems very possible. I know at least a couple of them have that built in. I think maybe the subscription one does, and maybe the donation. I'm almost positive that would be trivial to set up. I could probably figure that out pretty easy. Honestly, the more point redeems, the better, because it stops people from making me drink water. And that's the real name of the game. It's preventing people from getting the big hydration by tempting them with other cooler redeems. You know, you can throw stuff at my face and put me in bread. There's a maid outfit. You can make me wear the maid outfit. Don't you want to do that? Don't make me drink water.
Doomslace just redeemed bad crab.
Oh, our bottle again. Redeem drop what you're holding. Would you have to drop your boat? I think I would have to drop this boar that I'm carrying around on my back, probably, right? That I stole from that guy hunting? I guess it could be the boat. I don't know what drop the boat means. If I have to swim back from here, I'm gonna die. Counterpoint, you could do both. I mean, yeah, if you save up the points, I guess you can do all things. Wait, where were the glizzies?
Doomslace just redeemed glizzy bomb.
There they are. the glizzies were delayed.
The Grey Count just redeemed mini maid.
Okay, I feel like a lot is happening. Crabs, some crabs like, well, I don't know, there's probably some terrestrial crabs.
The Grey Count just redeemed water the crab.
Maybe
mini
it's
hydrate,
me.
3 ounces.
Okay, let me get out my water bottle. Let me drink my 3 ounces of liquid. The tracking does not care for that. Early on, there was the problem where, like, when I turned my head to the side and drank, my tongue would flick out like a lizard. I think it's not doing too much of that now, but it does do some weird stuff with my face, and then once it thinks it's lost the tracking fully, it snaps me back to staring blankly ahead. Bad crab should put me in boiling water while I'm alive. That seems kind of cruel, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think I could recreate it because I don't think I can actually move my tongue in and out fast enough to get it to both register and do that. Let's see. Oh, kinda. Oh, kinda. Almost. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Crabs in the pot ready. Why is everyone trying to boil me? What the hell did I do? Just trying to live my life out here, alright? I don't need to be placed in a pot of boiling water. That seems really unnecessary. Alright, what am I looking for? Okay, I need to get to the dark ocean. So, like, there. Is that gonna work? Can I just let that go? Nice. Although, you know, it probably wouldn't be that hard to get, like, a pot of boiling water to put, like, myself in. I feel like that seems reasonable. Oh, Doomslace, you finally found mushrooms? Nice. For your skewers? Man, I could almost go for a mushroom skewer in real life. Like a grilled mushrooms. It's good. I just want to grill something. Grilled salted mushrooms, yeah. Yeah. Maybe some garlic. Garlic and mushrooms, extremely good. Water falls on me and then I'm steamy. I guess it's reasonable. I could probably get some type of boiling thing going. Fried mushrooms are also really good. I will burn my mouth on them pretty much every time, though. They have too much moisture on the inside, and I won't let them cool because I'm an idiot. So I have to eat them now, and then I burn my tongue. But it's worth it. Fried mushrooms are good. That looked crazy. You just dumped, like, 30 of me grittying onto my own self. Girl makes a really good creamy mushroom soup. Yeah, mushrooms are... The flavor of mushrooms is great. Not a fan, but that's some good soup. Like, I get, like, mushroom texture not being, you know, great. It took me a while to get used to it. Like, I kind of had to make myself like mushrooms. When I was younger, the only ones I really liked were morels, because my grandpa would go get them in the woods, and then we'd, like, do the thing where you coat them in, like, a potato chip, like, thing, and then fry them. And, like, so those I liked, but generally was not a big fan of mushrooms. Right. I've chummed the fish. But then I started, like, making myself eat them more and kind of got over the texture thing. And, I like most mushrooms, but they can have a little bit of, like, a slimy texture. Flavor, though, like, you can put them in a lot of stuff and they add a really great, like, savory flavor. So, like, even if you don't like mushrooms, it's possible you might like mushroom stock or something, like in this soup case where you're not really a fan of mushrooms, but you like the creamy mushroom soup. Because they just have good flavor. Yes, umami. Exactly. Mushrooms are just kind of broadly oozing with umami. I used to also like a portobello burger, you know, where instead of the meat you just have the big mushroom. I used to be like, I could never, it's just too much mushroom. It's just such a big mushroom. Like, the texture, it's just too much. But I've gotten to a point where, like, I really like those. To a degree where I might pick that over a meat sandwich, in some cases. I've done it. I've done it several times. Because it's so much, like, good flavor. Alright, let's pull up my... Oh no. I want to pull up my boat storage so I can see how the fishing is going. Oh, okay, there it goes. Hitting I also opened my skiff? Is that true? Did that always work that way? I feel like that didn't used to work that way. Maybe that's new. That's good. Oh my god, the skiff has way more storage. I thought it only had 2 10 slots. Oh my god, this goes crazy. I could have so much stuff. So much room for activities, exactly. Yeah, the skiff, fast, and god, the storage, too. The only problem is I can't take the skiff all the way back to our settlement without having to get off of it and fiddle around a little bit because of that waterfall. I gotta figure out how to I'm going to personally terraform that thing if it's the last thing I fucking do. Too fast, too big. Do a little quick map check. The river does not connect to anything on the other side, does it? Well, I guess actually... I don't know. I've never... followed it?
Boppin Badger just redeemed bread.
Bread. I'm perpetually in bread. I could have sworn earlier I traveled to the end of this river and it ends somewhere like around here. Does not connect to the ocean.
Doomslace just redeemed blanket.
Oh, nice. You got the blanket out. It's Expedition 33 themed. Yeah, I don't... This is probably the only waterway connecting to us.
The Grey Count just redeemed fish fear me.
Okay, I'm getting kind of stacked up with stuff. Although this is the correct hat to be wearing for the activity that I'm doing. You made the right choice. I'm all cozy. I got bread face. I got fishing hat.
Boppin Badger just redeemed get ratatouilled.
I just got ratatouilled. I've been ratatouilled. He's, I guess, pulling my hair through the hat at this point. The stacking is it looks great. You know, it looks good. The rat controls my actions, and the rat wants me to continue fishing. Why did I keep fishing, though? I need to wait until my stamina comes back. I need to stop eating and then going straight back to the activity. I saw some people saying, or like requesting maybe in, like, to Bitcraft, like it would be nice to have it auto-resume the thing you were doing once your stamina recovers. But I almost feel like that would maybe make it a little too idle. You didn't have to, like, be there for it. So I wonder if that's intentional on their part, like they don't want that to be a thing. All this work and you only have 25 goat. I mean, 25 is a good amount of goat, but I have to imagine the hunting and killing is... I don't want old school RuneScape. Is that old school? That's what that stands for, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got an ad starting. Shit. I'll just keep fishing for it. Yeah, I don't mind having to re-click, because it makes a little sound. See you on the other side. The ads are terrible. I'm going for a full wagon load of 80. Yeah, if you want 80 of them, 25 is still a long way to go. Yeah, ads are... 3 minutes VADs I feel like is a lot, but I think it's still better than a minute 30 every 30 minutes. I hope. I think if it were up to me completely, I would not run ads at all. 0 ads, I think, is how I would do it. I don't care, even if they share a tiny bit of the money to me, but I guess Twitch has got to make money to operate. Probably. Speaking of ads, are you still getting weird TikToks? I am not. The TikTok algorithm for me did fix itself. A few hours later, it went back to normal. I'm getting VTubers, I'm getting gaming memes, I'm getting shit posts, I'm getting the stuff I want to be seeing. I found out that a lot of other people were also seeing that. Specifically, foreign language stuff and AI babies, and a lot of soccer, and a lot of baseball. Natural disasters. Oh, you're already out of the ad break? See, it tells me there's still 1 minute 40 seconds on it. Maybe they didn't have a full 3 minutes figured out. That's good. That's great, actually. Oh, I see. No, we don't snitch around here. Yeah, I try to do the thing where I take a break at the 3 minutes. Like, that way I, like, stretch my legs every hour, but I don't know, sometimes I don't feel, like, compelled, like I don't have to go to the bathroom, I have water still, my spine isn't hurting me, so I'm like, I don't really need to get up every single hour. It is nice to have the option, though, and then, like, I can go to the BRB screen and then no one misses anything, so try to do it that way, but yeah, Bitcraft is very seriously a time thief. I find myself, like, opening it just to do, like, one or two small things sometimes, and then kind of getting trapped in a pattern of doing things. I can't stop doing them. I do think, though, like, when you run out of stamina, it makes a little noise. So, like, you know you've run out, and then you can, like, know that you need to re-engage with the thing you were harvesting. And, pretty good for when you're doing something else. Oh yeah, yeah, my sick parry. I think that happened just after the ads ended, I hope? I actually have no idea. I should clip that if I didn't clip it already. I tried to make a couple clips from that one. Mostly just me being excited about fish made of fruit. And then also I made a clip of that one room in the tower where everything kept throwing itself off the edges. Yeah, this is an excellent second monitor activity game. I like it for when I'm working, I like it for when I'm watching stuff. Even if I'm, like, just, like, scrolling online, like, reading things, because I can just, you know, start a thing and then let it run until it runs out of stamina, and then I just have to click one more time to restart it, or potentially walk a little ways and then restart something. So, it's good for that. Very chill. And also, I've said it before, but I'll say it again, it's good for streaming because I can, like, actually, like, read chat and kind of be chill about it, and it's not like a distraction where I'm, like, trying to look at chat and then looking back at the game and, you know, some enemies, like, kicking my teeth in. It's cozy, too. Yeah, this one definitely, like, big cozy vibes on this game. I hesitate to call myself a cozy streamer because, you know, good percentage of the time I'm in here with, like, 4 other people and we're all just screaming. And I also, like, I'll play, like, first-person shooters and, like, Elden Ring Night Rain. Like, I wouldn't consider those cozy games. But I do play a fair number of them. I just feel like if I branded myself as a cozy streamer, it's like stolen valor, you know? I'm not exclusively playing cozy games. It's not, like, necessarily my bread and butter. I do like them, though. Back in the day, I was a huge fan of Harvest Moon, and, like, there were not a lot of games like that back then. Now everything is that. We can't do just hunting. Other reason it sucks. Yeah, hunting is kind of the worst one in that sense. Yeah, my solo streams, I think, trend a little bit more towards, like, the cozy thing. Even if I'm playing, like, a more intense game, I don't think I'm usually yelling too much or doing anything non-cozy, I guess. But yeah, cozy games are kind of great for when I'm playing a game by myself, too, because I can just sort of chill and also ramble. Keep yapping, keep doing easy, repetitive tasks that are calming. It's nice. Oh yeah, Stardew, really great game. I've also, I kind of want to go back to it now, Fields of Mystria. I played that when it first came out for a little bit, and that one's really, I really love the art style in it. But I think I know they've done a couple updates since then. I don't know how much stuff there is. I don't want to, like, overdo it before all the content is in, but that's one I've been kind of considering revisiting. How long does the blanket last? I mean, I should know. I'm the person. I feel like it seems disproportionately long, but I also don't know if maybe just, like, the fishing hat is a shorter one. I know the bread is a shorter one because it's, like, a cheaper redeem. 6 to 8. What? Oh, shit, it's bread again.
Drift Mark 33 just redeemed bread.
The blanket lasts 900 seconds. So... I'm not doing that math. I don't even think that's hard math. I'm just not doing it. I refuse. Okay, so I've got 10 tier 2 fish. Ocean fish. I should get more ocean fish. Yeah, this is the new Dark Souls game. Really intense, as I'm sure you can tell. Well, yeah, they got to get that Nintendo money. Those are non-ocean fish. What are all the ocean fish? Could I track them? Does tracking work? I've never had it work, but I believe in my heart that it could work. Fish are a resource. Oh, but it'll only find them if they're chummed, huh? Well, that's not going to be helpful unless there's someone else out here chumming holes. Oh, here we go. Found some. And I'll chum them myself. I don't know why it would only work on a chummed school of fish. I noticed there is kind of a transition. I wonder if maybe there's like a... They're considered different nodes when they're chummed versus not chummed, because only the chummed one is actually gatherable. So maybe that's why? Oh yeah, it is actually... I just started fishing in this one, and you can see in the... Well, you guys can't really see that well in the mini-map, hold on. You can technically see that it is tracked, now that it's chummed. This is a little icon up there. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. It is right there though, isn't it? Right there below me. No, don't walk away from the fish. Stop walking away from the fish. Sometimes I just want to rotate my camera and I click too shortly. How much money do I have? Because now that I have the boat and I won't be buying anything for a while, 1,400? I want to save up 5,000 to get the blue hair. So I can, like, you know, have it look slightly more like my VTuber. Oh.
Big
Hydration.
B50 just redeemed water the crab. Mini hydrate, 3 ounces.
Oh, the blanket went away. You can see the water. I got the water out. Alright. Sorry, I'm bouncing the rat. His little ears wiggle. Alright, thank you for the liquid, Bigby. Honestly, I've been kind of thirsty. It's a good day for hydration. I just saw the alert that Eric opened Tabletop Simulator again. Oh? Why, oh. Day for hydration. Well, I didn't mean like 30 ounces necessarily. Just like I was like a little thirsty, like between like probably like 3 and 8 ounces thirsty would be like a normal amount of water to drink. I live in constant fear. The excuse to terrorize. Do you need an excuse to terrorize? Do any of you need an excuse to terrorize me? I thought that's just kind of what everyone was doing. I thought that was kind of the whole bit.
Doomslay's just redeemed head pat.
Nice. The head pat will comfort me. Oh, on my little charm? It's just three lines for the number 3. Like a little triangle 3 theme. I got like the little 3 lines on my face. My brand. Kind of like the main elements of my VTuber are like the blue crab stuff, triangles, yellow and black are kind of my theme colors. I really like Bill Cipher, so there's like a little like 3 Bill Cipher kind of theme going on. I think in one of my panel art I drew a little Bill Cipher with me. But yeah, on like Steam and stuff, my handle has been like Bill Cipher themed for a while, so my icon is usually Bill, and then the black, the yellow, the triangles, I wanted those represented in my design, and then the blue crab stuff also is inspired by the Shogun Sianatar from Monster Hunter. If you look at his little arm claws, that's what my horns look like. And I got the little antenna, too. So, slightly like non-traditional blue crab elements from that guy. Yeah. He's a good crab. Both of the crab monsters are really cool. I wish we saw them in more Monster Hunter games, actually. Very cool, quite nerdy. Thank you. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Because, like, crabs don't have horns, but... Well, where else was I gonna put them? I wasn't gonna have, like, scythe arms. That would be kind of a weird design choice. As a VTuber, I, feel compelled to also be an anime girl. And, like, the hoodies actually, the colors and, like, kind of the 3 colors on it design, based on an actual hoodie I own. So, like, there's some, like, personal elements in there. I like to wear big round glasses in real life. Oh, I do like Pinsir, though, the Pokemon. I wish I could, like, do a little animation for him where I pinch them together, black them together at the top. Did I stop fishing? Do I need to eat? I need to eat. Oh no. My glasses.
The grey count just redeemed lose the glasses.
No, I don't want to put them in there. I want to eat them. Alright, well that's it. I gotta take off my real life glasses too. Good thing I can see fairly well still. It's mostly far away stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to. I'm not there yet. I've got a piece of model art commissioned. I'm still waiting on. It's like a ready to rig model, and my stamina back. Yeah. It's gonna be like kind of a more cute, like simple little like chibi design. And that's coming probably in the next couple of months. But it won't be rigged, and I was planning to learn to do the live 2D rigging myself. Uh, I've done 2D and 3D animation before, so like I'm somewhat familiar with rigging. I've never done it for a model though. But I figure that'll be my opportunity to learn and practice. And depending on how much I like it, I might try to do my own version of my model. Although I really like this model. But you know, I can't update it myself because I didn't make it. I don't have like the working files. I could potentially also like reach out to the artist and see about like paying for the working files so I could make updates on my own. But I don't know how well I could match the style. So I might look into options for like making my own, and if I do, then like adding features like that is something I could just sort of do on a whim. Make my little horns clack together, do some other stuff. Something I might consider. Also, if I like doing the live 2D rigging, I might get into offering that as like a service on VGen, you know, take commissions for it. Could be fun. Decent money in it too, actually. Wouldn't mind doing some like extra commissions on the side for it. The ocean. But yeah, I'm kind of planning when I do get the model art and I'm learning the live 2D stuff that I might do, I might stream it while I'm learning it. I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna go, because I feel like I'm going to need to, like, reference, like, tutorials and possibly videos during that time. I might have to be doing kind of a slower bit of progress, but I think it could be fun. And, you know, people like to see weird stuff like that sometimes. I'm also getting back into doing some more of the 3D modeling for one of the game projects I'm working on. And I just pulled up the software on Friday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Friday was yesterday. And I was looking at it, and I don't remember, like, a lot of the, like, keyboard shortcuts for it. So it was a little bit clunky. I kind of want to get my bearings again there. But I also could do a bit of, like, 3D modeling streaming. Might be good to, like, mix it up in addition to, like, gaming, have some other stuff going on. So, I don't know. I'll see. I feel like at this point there's a lot of really good like video tutorials where like, and there's so much free software. It's not, the barrier to entry isn't what it used to be. When I was in college, I actually studied 3D modeling, and back then there was not a lot of good free software for it, and all of the like industry standard software was like $2,000, $3,000 for a license, and also it had way too much shit in it. It was overwhelming to learn because there were so many menus and options. And I feel like now there's quite a few options for like easier to get into software. And also like Blender is, you know, very, very popular, and it is almost as robust as like, you know, Maya and 3ds Max once were. I don't even know if those are the standard anymore in the industry, to be honest. They might be, but I kind of feel like they've somewhat fallen off. Blender's great for what you're using it for. Yeah, I feel like everything I've ever needed to do in a 3D modeling software, Blender has been fine for it. I'm not super experienced in it though, so I feel like I'm always like struggling to find my way around to the stuff I want, but it's good software and it's just out there available, so it's like a great time to get into 3D stuff. There's also a lot of like interesting alternate things. Like if you don't want to do like 3D modeling for like a purpose like animation or game design, I saw some piece of software called something voxel, Magica voxel, where it's just like completely voxel based but has like really good rendering built in, so you can make like just an artistic scene of some sort, you know? And that's pretty cool too. Spray and pray, hello. Good to see you. How have you been? Hopefully good. Also, for doing low poly modeling, which is something I've been doing for the game project I'm working on, because we're going for like a PlayStation 1 graphics style, Blockbench is actually surprisingly good to work with. That's the one I think I'm probably going to use for most of the stuff in that game. I may have to take some of it into Blender just to do a little more with it, but it's pretty user-friendly. I think it maybe was actually originally designed to help people making, like Minecraft mods. So, easy to learn, but... Yeah, I think that it originally was for Minecraft. Pray and pray, you've been good? I am glad to hear it. But I mean, it makes model. You can use it for anything. They export, into usable stuff, and it's not like exclusively voxel based. You can make anything. Like I built the entire exterior of the house and like a nice big tree to go with it for the game in there. Another one, if you want like a really like, I don't know, like kind of low poly pixely look, Crocodile 3D. Controls on it are a little funny to get used to, but it's very simple, and it uses like tile sets on the 3D model. So it's a great way to make like a something that kind of looks like an old RPG, but like in 3D. But I've also seen people do some like more complex models in there, because you do have, you know, kind of full control. You can do more than that. But I've seen some cool stuff in there. I tried it out too. Okay. How am I looking on fish? What's the fish situation? I only got 5 fish out of that? Fucking rip off. Rip off fish hole. It's tough out here. Oh man, I don't have the power to fish up these tier 3 fish. I don't have the tier 3 chum for it. But I can grab some of these tier 1 fish, which are good to have. And there I go fishing again. Yeah, it's possible with Blockbench, like upon doing an export, you may need to take the file into something like Blender and like clean it up in some way, or I just realized I had my own channel open in a tab in my browser. I was streaming my own stream to myself down while I was also... Well, not good for my internet. Probably not necessary either. At least it wasn't the active tab. Maybe it was like in a pause state. I sure hope so. But yeah, I think from Blockbench you can export into a format for Blender, a format for Unity, Unreal, like you can do like FBX, I'm trying to use Godot for the game. I think there's something it can do for that as well. And I think you can also just do a standard OBJ export, which I feel like that covers, you know, most applications. Yeah, I would like to get into streaming more like art, 3D modeling, stuff like that. I feel like I struggle a little bit with it because like I don't like to be watched while I'm working on those things. Don't know why. It's because like while I'm in the like in progress state, like I tend to be very sloppy with like drawing. My sketches are always hideous. You know, I'm not a very good sketcher. I don't make like a really nice aesthetically pleasing sketch unless I'm trying to. It's maybe a little bit too much of the perfectionism, yeah. And I'll get like self-conscious about people seeing me work on things in their like non-final state. But every time I stream, I have a fine time doing it and I kind of get over it. So I should probably just do it more often. It's probably good for me and would probably also help with like, you know, trying not to be so critical of my own work. It's one of the reasons I really wanted to make sure I got someone else to make my model, because I didn't want to have to look at a live 2D model of my own creation because I would just get picky about things I messed up or wanted to change all the time. Um, but I also think I could get over that. I could make my own and I could be normal about it. I could through time and effort, I could simply learn to be normal and yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should. But yeah, those are all good pieces of software to check out if you're looking to get into 3D modeling. I think right now my favorite is Blockbench. I just find it very like intuitive, and I like the way it does in application texture painting. You can always export the textures and do more with them elsewhere, but the way it like unwraps and lets you kind of draw directly on stuff is nice. I know you can do that in Blender too, but I find it slightly more confusing in there. Um, Very intuitive in Blockbench. So, I mean, again, I think it probably wouldn't be the best software for making like a really high detail model. I mean, really, for something super high detail, you probably want to start in a sculpting software and then go back to something like Blender. But yeah, I mean, for anything like relatively low poly or just like, you know, simple designs, Blockbench is pretty good. I'm also strongly considering doing a like low poly 3D VTuber model for myself, you know? Something that looks like it's out of like a PlayStation 1 game. Oh yeah, the sculpting software is bad expensive. What? Okay, I'm trying to think. What's the expensive one is ZBrush. ZBrush is the big standard one. I believe there's a free alternative called Sculptress. I believe if they still make it. I think Sculptress was like a free or cheap alternative that was pretty good, if I am remembering correctly. But I don't know if it's still around. I haven't done any sculpting in many years now, so I'm not sure what the market has there. But yeah, I think maybe Sculptress, and then also I don't think I should recommend this on my stream, but all of the paid 3D modeling software can be obtained through non-official means for free. And if you're not like a game studio who's going to publish something and then get, you know, sued for not having licenses, exactly. Exactly. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I mean, even through college, that's what I did to have access to like 3ds Max and Maya at home. Otherwise, I could only use the versions in my college's labs because, like, obviously I couldn't pay for it. So I think, you know, if you're just starting out, really any of it is pretty obtainable. I definitely had a version of ZBrush for many years. I might actually still have the file somewhere. Probably an old version at this point. Probably a pretty old version. But Yeah, I would say, again, if you're gonna like sell the game, then it becomes an issue. But I don't know what I'm allowed to say on Twitch. I'm trying to not get like a channel struck. I don't think I have enough viewership to get in trouble, but if I ever get like a couple day suspension, you'll know why. But I mean, I would argue it's like, especially for hobbyist use, not particularly unethical. So I hope Autodesk isn't here. They'll kill me. Yeah, no, we're simply acknowledging the realities that stealing sometimes occurs. None of us would ever do it. I I actually was looking up today. This is something we talked about previously on my stream. We talked about MapleStory 2 and MapleStory 2 private servers. And Nexon apparently, I did not know this. They pay a lawyer to like monitor for streams and find people who are streaming it, and they will have Twitch give you a DMCA takedown. And like they'll strike your channel over it. Uh, and they will if you're like in your own private Discord setting up like a private server, they'll try to find out. They'll try to hunt you down. They're like really serious about it. Um, so I was thinking like the Terra private server that just popped off, Terra Classic. Everyone's streaming that right now, and like no one gives a shit. Even though it's technically against the Twitch terms of service, that one is seemingly good to go. But like I know there are still probably, well, actually maybe not, at least a couple like MapleStory 2 servers, but God, if they are, they're like, they have to be secret. They have to operate in secret. Um, yeah, MapleStory 2 is officially shut down in every region. So there's no official way to play it. Nexon doesn't care. They shut it down in Korea. I believe there's an end date for MapleStory 2 in Korea now. I think it was somewhat recent, but I don't think it's available in any market at the moment. Officially. I might be wrong on that. But uh yeah, I found the files for a private server, and I was thinking about maybe like, oh, maybe I set one up for my own Discord, and I don't think I want to. I don't think it's worth the risk. Nexon doesn't fuck around. For real. Yeah, it was a really cool game, and it was a very short-lived run, especially for the US servers. The Korean ones were up way longer, but I think they've also been shut down. And like, I want to play it again. And like, I did play it on a private server a couple of times, but I think those are all gone now for the most part, or at least if they still exist, you have to like know a guy who knows a guy to get the invite, so that Nexon doesn't kill it on the spot. But yeah, I was shocked to hear that. They're very picky about private server, or any of their games, dead or not. Yeah, I mean, like, I could kind of get it if the games were still live. Like, they don't want to be splitting their audience, their financials with, like, private servers, And I can kind of see still, like, they own the assets, they own the brand. They maybe don't want, like, a private server being like, we just introduced the sex mod. And then they're like, their brand is associated with that type of thing. They don't have any control over how their branding and imagery is used. So, like, I kind of get it. But at the same time, you shut the game down and no one can play it otherwise. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's some of the private servers though are doing very well. Like I know that there's a lot of Star Wars Galaxies ones that have been around forever that are doing well. Blizzard kind of came after some of the WoW classic ones when they wanted to do their own version. Um, really is a bad thing to do to people who just want to play. Old school EverQuest private servers are getting some flack now too. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, I know that Nexon doesn't like MapleStory 1 private servers, but I also know that there are like literally hundreds of them and have been. And I don't think they've been as aggressive as with MapleStory 2. I don't know what it's about. Something with MapleStory 2. I mean, if they already have the lawyer on staff, though, I guess, like, maybe they just send him out into the world. I also heard that, like, some people tried to play MapleStory 2 on private servers, like, in sort of stealth mode, where they set their category to just chatting, and then just played it. And Nexon found some of those, too. I don't know if that's true or just a rumor, but, like, I don't know if they're using, like, content ID detection, maybe? Yeah, I'd like to think it's because they're working on a secret, like, relaunch, but I think they might just be being kind of assholes about their intellectual property on this one. Stop killing games regulations come through next. I won't be able to do that stuff after shutting them down, I guess. Yeah, I'm very much in favor of the stop killing games thing, but I haven't actually like looked at it all that much because I'm not, in Europe. The UK, is it a UK thing? I think it's a UK thing. But like, wouldn't it put the onus on the company to like create some type of viable alternative version? Would they still be able to go after other people? I mean, maybe if they didn't provide a version, then maybe it's fair game. I'm not sure what the regulation would actually do. Yeah, Nintendo's a little aggressive about their IP too, actually. Kind of freak me out. Still, but no, I need more. I need more stamina. Might not be reasonable for MMOs. Depends on how the law is written. Yeah, I think the specifics will kind of indicate a little bit like how that goes. But I would like to think that in a world where like you've shut down your game and not provided an alternative, you maybe couldn't get too bad about other people providing an alternative. Again, though, like the art, the assets, like they do own all that stuff. So like I get it. I do understand, but it just sucks because like especially online games are like in many cases like a social space where people like hung out, they have memories there. It sucks to have to lose them when they're digital spaces. There's no reason for them to ever truly go away. Based on the intent after they drop support, they can't stop other people hosting. Oh, see, I like the sound of that. That does sound good. I think the fight the PAL world is still in put a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, especially because if I'm remembering right, the Nintendo patent for the ball throwing to deploy a creature thing was actually filed after PAL World had come out. It's just they filed it based on that their games had come out first, and I guess in Japanese patent law that flies. Nintendo also did have the patent on the sanity meter from Eternal Darkness for many years. I think that finally expired a couple of years ago, I recently found out. But that one also, like, that doesn't feel like something you should even be allowed to patent. So, they do a little bit of that shit, and I don't. I love Nintendo in many ways, but some of the stuff they do I would consider to be pretty anti-consumer, and I don't love it. Why are they hostile to their own customers? I do not know. Force Nexon to bunker down as a Korea, China-only company. Yeah, it's possible that's how they would react to it. According to Nintendo, have I caught up on all my chats? Also in their other game before Legends trailers even aired. Oh yeah. Edited their patent mid-lawsuit just a week ago. I have no idea how it's legal in Japan. That doesn't seem like it should be legal anywhere. Like, you can edit the patent, like, midway through. Yeah, I don't, that seems like it's kind of contrary to the point of a patent. Yeah, it's always the perceived loss of revenue. I get mad about the perceived loss of revenue because you can't necessarily claim that someone who, like, for example, bought Pal World would have bought a Pokemon game otherwise. Like, that's what you have to be. You have to, like, prove that you lost money on it. In the same way that, like, with piracy, you didn't necessarily lose money. No one came into your establishment and stole a physical thing from you. It's hard to prove that that person guaranteed would have spent money otherwise. So how can you claim that that's lost revenue? It's revenue that never existed. It's possible that, potential revenue was lost, but I think proving potential revenue was lost should be very challenging to do in most cases. Alright, is this tier 1? Do I want to chum another tier 1 hole? I'm gonna do it. We don't own anything anymore, so how is it theft? Yeah, God, when the fucking... Was it the Ubisoft CEO that said, like, gamers just need to get used to not owning their games? Yeah, if I don't own it, if I can't own it, then can I steal it? Like, is it even a real thing anymore? I don't know how so many of my streams end up turning into, like, a rant on, like, video game, like, law and regulation and the ethics of these things. I feel like this happens, like, a couple of times a month. I just want to be able to consume older games ethically. I want to have them. I don't care if they're shut down. I want things to be good. I want to own things, and I want things to be good. Music industry approved for 30 years that they would have only made about 10% of what they, quote, lost in sales. Yeah, it's the whole idea where they say, like, 100% of people who pirated it, that's, like, all lost money, and here's how much money it would have been. No one was going to pay that. Most of those people were not going to pay that. Yeah. Yeah, the recent Pokemon games have not been great. And, like, Pal World wasn't a perfect game, but it did some fun stuff and was an entertaining game. Like, yeah, it obviously was, very heavily inspired by a lot of Pokemon designs. I think, they tried to claim some of the models were ripped. I don't think any of them were. I think that was just proven. I mean, they just had similar shapes and ideas. Oh, that's right. They actually made a... Did they make the Pal World dating sim? Is that a real thing? I forgot about that entirely until you just brought that up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is something. And yeah, the recent Pokemon games, like, I played... What were the ones on Switch? Scarlet and Violet? Is that right? I played them. I had a fun time, but in many ways they were hot garbage. They had some performance issues. I've never had a Switch game crash that much, It's not... wasn't a high-quality product. I just played it and had a good time because I really like Pokemon, so of course I had a good time, but... What about the Power World lawsuits? They never went after Temtem. Yeah, Temtem was actually pretty good. I dabbled. But yeah, almost certainly it's because Pal World got really big. And they didn't like how much money and attention it was getting. Also, everyone kept calling it Pokemon with guns, which was probably, kind of pissing them off. I think they wanted to sue on the grounds of it being, like, kind of very obviously some of the designs were Pokemon ripoffs, but, like, it's not like you can copyright, like, a purple cat or, like, a fire fox. Like, these aren't concepts that can be so cleanly, like, taken and claimed as your own. They're not quite unique enough, and, like, there was enough difference. So I think in order to do it, they had to go after the ball throwing to deploy something route. Temtem used cards, right? Like, they were on cards you would throw out, I think. They do just want that money. Also, that's a good point, Grey Count. Temtem is not a Japanese company. For Nintendo to sue, what was it, Pocket Pair, the Pal World people, like, that's a little easier because they're both Japanese companies. They can use Japanese patent law. That's a easier fight for them, I think. I think also in every lawsuit that Nintendo has ever filed in Japan, they have won. Like all of their patent and copyright ground lawsuits, they always win. I imagine they must have a really good team of lawyers, and I think it seems like the Japanese court system is very favorable to them in these cases. It's like I don't know if Pocket Pair is going to have a good time with this. They're probably not going to win it. I think they've already made changes in response to it, right? But it does suck because I feel like it stifles innovation. You know, just definitely kind of a weird one. Yeah, I mean, people have said it before, but it's probably worth noting that a lot of the Pokemon designs are not dissimilar from Dragon Quest monster designs, which technically came first. So, like, these are not such unique designs that they can be copyrighted. The Japanese, like, folktale designs and stuff, like, that's gonna be fair game. You know, you can't claim ownership of it fully. But yeah, I don't know, you hate to see it. Alright, how's the fishing situation? How are we doing out here on this ocean fishing journey? Alright, once this spot runs out, I'm all out of tier 1 chum. Still have some tier 2 chum. I'll probably start heading back, and if I see another tier 2 fishing place on the way, I'll stop for it. Otherwise, I'll just head back. Someone just said in region, I tried to leave once, and every time it said I was crossing into another region and put me back in region 8. Is Pixel trapped in region 8? Are we all trapped in region 8? What does that mean? I worry for this. Oh my god, I just realized there's seaweed over there. Every time I see it, I think it's like a giant underwater palm tree. Looks a little palm tree like. Got those fronds. Yeah, I started in region 5, I think? Something like that. Okay.
Ulti Sam just redeemed throw something at my face.
Sam, you come in here just to throw things at my face? Once you enter region 8, you never leave. Yeah, you may never leave region 8. Yep, bye. Okay. Did you misspell you that bad? I don't know. I think I just read it as you. My brain fixed it for me. Once toy enter region 8.
Deck just redeemed fish fear me.
Getting out the hat. It's not even a T in the word you. And the T's near the Y. So I mean got to be to the left by 1. Yeah. I could see it happening. Toy. Sorry, my eye was itchy in real life. I think my model just extended, blinked, and then blinked out of sync. I might get 80 goats before I get 40 fish. Ocean fishing is rough, you know? It's tough out here. In the sea. It is a slow process, and it requires extra resources and going way out into the water. I don't think it's the best way to level up fishing, but it is really good to have, like, the cargo fish on hand for the swim quest turn-ins. And also, I don't know, maybe you can cook with it. Probably important for something. Oh, the scales, too. I think when you process it, you have a chance of getting the scales, and I think those are used for probably a couple things. The rate I'm going, I'm not even going to get 40 fish. This hole is going to run out of chum before I get to the stack of 10, and then I'm out of tier 1 chum. Probably just going to have to get, like, close-ish and then head back. Chum was raw fish. I think fish in its product form, and raw meat. So I had to have you help me get the tier 2 meat, because I'm not a good enough hunter to get my own tier 2 meat. Oh yeah, you're on your goat killing journey. I'm not sure if I have any tier 2 fish sitting around. I might. I very well might. But I think even after this, I will probably have at least 2 tier 2 chum left. I'll have to make more tier 1 chum. And Gray, if you're still online when I get back, if you want another ocean fish, I can give you one. You chump. Oh my god. Being attacked and murdered. With words. My own home. Again. Rude. I feel like ocean fishing is disproportionately slow, even compared to other cargo-based collection. Like, when I'm, like, mining a rock, I get to 10 way faster, and it doesn't cost a resource to be able to start doing it either. I don't know why ocean fishing is so much more difficult. It also feels like the experience gain from doing it is just extremely gradual, like compared to other fishing. I feel like it should be like the best experience, and also maybe slightly easier to do. I wouldn't be shocked if it got balanced at some point, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why ocean fishing would. Maybe because fishing has the easier version as well. I think it does probably have some rare stuff down the line. I guess, like, with mining, you just mine a mining node and that's it. You don't have the option to go, like, pick up mineable stuff off the ground, like the equivalent of, like, the easy fishing nodes. Do they intend fishing to be the most AFK task? Also possible, yeah. I mean, it... Even on like, fishing, like, the standard fishing schools, like the tier 1, tier 2, like, river fish, uh, you can click and then fish for kind of a long time. Like it takes multiple stamina bars to deplete one of those, like quite a few. I feel like with mining, it's not. You have to switch nodes more often. The reward for leveling the skill because it makes sailing go quicker. Yeah, that makes sense too. I think it might actually make perfect sense as it is. It just feels like I go out here in the ocean and I just sit here forever doing this. That's okay. That's what the stream's all about. Fishing. Okay, wait, did they disperse? They did. Alright, so 17 is all I'm getting. Now, which way is home? Roughly this way. Oh!
Big
Water
B50
time.
just redeemed water the crab. Mini hydrate, 3 ounces.
Thank you, Bigby. Hydration. I've heard that... I mean, I think it is mostly just food and oil. I've heard that some of the higher tier fishing stuff is important in a few areas. I don't know what crafts or things. I also don't know how the scales tend to be used. I think they might come into play somewhere. It never turns out we need something from high tier fishing though. I'm I'm doing it. I'm fishing. I'm getting there. Do I see any other tier 2 ocean fish? What did I do? And I'm about to leave the deep ocean. Maybe this is a good enough haul for now. Save my chum for another time. Oh yeah, things stacking in your cart. Like, it is nice. Oil is very important, but compared to blacksmith where... Oh, do we have an ad break starting? Shit. Hunting, forge tailor, forester carpenter to make tools. I wonder if they'll add sharks. Man, I hope so. I don't know if you can hear me through the ad break, though. Sharks would be cool, either for, like, fishing up as, like, a challenge, or, I don't know, if they were just, like, threatening in the ocean. I wish the ocean had some threats. You know? Maybe a kraken out there to fucking kill me. Make fishing interesting by killing me. Suddenly a kraken raid. That'd be fun, though. You could, like, stand on the boat and, like, you know, smack it with your weapons and... be kinda cool. There maybe it'd be some, like, logistics to work out. Like, if you die on your boat, do you have to recall your boat? What if it had cargo? But you can always respawn in place, so... I'm sure they could figure out a way to make that cool and work. Filling your boat and suddenly the sea turned black? Yeah. Just like, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, like, Kraken was pretty intimidating. Yeah, I really want there to be, like, a better reason for multiple people to be on one boat and fishing as, like, a crew or a team. I think that'd be fun. Right now it feels like it would be not super beneficial because not everyone can store in the boat. I would like that. Alright, how are we doing? I think what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm going to turn here. I'm gonna sail up the river until I get, like, directly south of the encampment, and I'm gonna hop off and switch to cart and just run up north, I think. Multi-box fishers, crude fishing boats for net fishing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think this game has parties. Currently, it would be nice if it did, and oh my god, if you could share experience on what you're doing if you were in a party. Oh man. I hope parties come soon. I don't actually even know if that's a planned feature. I have to assume it is because I think that there are like several social features they said they're working on. Hunting if you could share drops. Yeah, or I mean, even if it was just like the person who does the thing gets 100% of the experience and the person who was within, you know, a certain distance of them gets like half the experience for like killing the thing or mining the thing. You could like, you know, have people really group up and like do different gathering tasks near each other to benefit each other or all work on the same thing for like a bigger benefit. I want lots of social aspects, but it feels very solo still. Yeah, it feels solo, but like you almost can't operate totally solo because you start getting to the point where you need higher tier resources to keep improving your one thing, and so you have to level everything, and it starts getting really slow. Like, they obviously want you working with your group, your encampment, settlement, settlement. But yeah, not a lot of social features yet. But I know they're coming, and you know, it's still a fun game. But I am kind of excited to like play it as new features are added and kind of see what's going on. Housing is next week, right? Pretty sure next week. It's a week away. I think sky grass. Grass in the sky. Hovering grass above the water. Sky grass. Beautiful. How did it get up there? How did it even do that? I don't know. Immersion ruined. I think the housing is gonna be like you build a player housing in your settlement, and then it I think multiple people live in it, like it's instanced when you go in, but there's a set number of how many people can be in there. And I think there's also every like ruined town also has a spot where you can have your house be, so you can have it be either in one of the general towns or in like a settlement that you've joined. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. Yes. I think you can move it freely between them, so like it keeps your instanced house and then puts it somewhere. I assume you can decorate it, and it said like there'll be like permissions you can like have people allowed to come into it or not. And then like larger settlements will have multiple housing spots in them. So I guess it would be kind of like almost like apartments within the building in a sense. But I'm excited to see like a residential building in the towns because right now they're usually just like this, like a flat area full of crafting stations, which is, you know, it doesn't feel like a little city so much. I'm hoping they're like the houses are cute. But yeah, super flat. But yeah, I think you click into it, you go into it, you can probably decorate it, maybe put your like personal storage in there or something. I don't know. I like player housing just in general though, so I'm kind of excited about it. Especially if I can decorate it. Not go against the idea that banks don't transfer to other banks. Oh, like if you could store stuff in it? Because you can technically move where your house is located. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe you don't. Maybe you can't store anything in it. It might only be cosmetics. Or there may be like some restrictions on like how often you can move it between locations. I think the reason why they have it be instance and movable is so like if a settlement falls into disrepair and, you know, isn't maintained anymore, you don't lose your house forever. So I think it's more of a safeguard for that. You can't build crafting stations inside. Oh, they've shown what the inside looks like? I've not seen, I've only heard like written descriptions. That's cool. Alright, how are we looking? I'm gonna sail up until Charmed City and then go straight north. Yeah, people are always, like, fucking flattening the earth to make their cities. Walmart parking lot. Every city looks like a Walmart parking lot. There's no cool terrain usage. Actually, that's not entirely true. There's one city kind of near us that has some, like, elevated parts that are kind of cool, but I don't know. And they cut down all the trees and the grass and leave it, like, grassless. I want, like, you know, cute forest villages. I want to see, like, variety. Yeah, mountain base is super cool. I also like a couple people I've seen out, you know, around these parts down here doing like island stuff, like right here. I think that's cool. They're also going to be adding those floating cities, I think. That could be cool. The variety is going to be nice. Like a third of the way into the video on Steam. Okay. Once I'm done streaming, I'm going to check that out because I do want to see the housing. This is important to me. I'm sure it's going to be expensive to build, but I think the people of Wisp would like to have it. I saw enthusiasm in the chat. Alright, is this the city I was looking for? This feels like it. Yep. This is the one. The advanced cart. Alright, so I'm noticing a problem. And it's that I'm gonna have to let the boar go, I think. I think I'm gonna have to let the boar go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop the boar off in the middle of these people's town and maybe someone here will find and use it. Whole body flopped out. Oh god, I hope that guy didn't see. Lucky Jacobs, don't mind me. I'm just leaving a corpse in the middle of your town. I thought it was gonna put the little bag on the ground, but it's a cargo, so it's okay. Fuck. I can't actually bring all of these, can I? What am I gonna do? Oh god, they won't see for a few minutes. Run. Okay. I Oh, I do have a Discord. Yeah, it's got the alerts for when I go live in there. Also, some of us hang out in there and talk a little bit sometimes. It's not, like, super active. Hold on, can I do this? Discord, just... It would work if I spelled it right, maybe? Does that do... Okay, yeah. That does something. Sending a message. Yeah, no, it's a threat. It's for sure. Okay, what do? I don't want to just leave all my ocean fish. Can I just leave my skiff here? Will it stay and then I come back for it? Is that gonna work? I think that'll work. Discard. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna leave my boat there. I'll come back for it. I assume it won't despawn. Now I gotta leave before they see the boar. That felt like a threat on their lives. I show up to their town, I drop a carcass right in the middle, and then I leave. I'm making enemies for us right away. I mean, the server could use a little more enemies, right? Does Wispwood need to go to battle with those people now? Maybe. I don't know. I'll get us involved in an unnecessary war if I have to. Alright, I'm heading north. I think just straight north should take me home. Don't want to fight that alpha jackal, but I will if I have to. Alright, how are we looking? Yep. I will if I have to, I said. You guys are such jerks. Didn't want a war? Well, too bad you got one, I guess. Did I mean to? No, but here we are. Signed up for this, probably? Yeah. When I have to embarrassingly return for the rest of my fish, I imagine that the carcass will have shown up by then. But maybe the guy didn't really notice me do it, because, like, it didn't, you know, visibly show. They didn't see that unceremonious flop like I saw. Flopping it all out there for anyone to find. It was meant to be like an offering, a small gift. Maybe someone could use it. But it feels more like a threat. War. Get people involved in the crab war. God, look at all these little flowers here. Patch of them. Very pretty. I do find, like, the scenery in this game, the forests, to be, like, really visually appealing. First crab raven, now crab war. How fast times have changed. The Crab Society, you know, they're warmongers. What can I say? Crab Lord, the crabs yearn for the trenches, they yearn for tower shield defense structures. Oh man, are we gonna have to get into trench warfare? That's like the worst kind. War never changes. Where the hell am I? What's the Hinori Depot? Oh, it's apparently close to home. Does road take me home if I follow it? The Crab Fight Club. Imagine a crab war tower defense game. I mean, someone can make a good one, I bet. The icon to the top left of the minimap. Oh. What the hell is this? That's their Why is it shaped like that? I don't know what they're doing, just a line. Yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it? Who owns this rock? No one. The purple ones, I think, that's like an environmental thing. Oh, that's a cave, actually. Yeah, that makes no goddamn sense. See, now that feels like a threat. Are they trying to go to war with us? I perceive everything as a threat now. I think I'm getting into the war mindset. That is a really weird stretch of land to claim, though. Maybe just about home. Oh, there it is. See, we've got a little bit of, like, cool terraforming here, right? Like, look at this, like, kind of ground blocking the forges or whatever the hell those are over there. Melters. A little bit of, like, elevated ground. Welcome home. Alright, I gotta drop off some fish and go get some more fish. This is also a row of trees and 10 furnaces. They're trying to build around the rock to claim it? Yeah, they might be doing something over there. They might have some type of plan. Maybe they drew that line to, like, prevent anyone else from claiming in that general area because they want to come back for it. But yeah, Wispwood is like, we kept the grass, we kept the trees. The paths are just little bits of pavers with grass on either side instead of completely flat concrete. And yeah, I like the way that little tree hill kind of sits behind these. We've got like a tree right here, Just one more lane. Yeah, I think the town is very cute. I think everyone's done a really good job, like, with the aesthetics. I have not contributed to building it at all. I just hang out and drop stuff off in chests for people, but it's a good aesthetic. Okay, is my cart empty? It is. Right, time to go back for my boat. The return journey. Where's my little guy? Oh, there he is. Cute. Yeah, Gray, I feel like you've been kind of on a roll. You've got, like, a lot of stuff leveled and a lot of different materials. I feel like I mostly just offer fish. Although I did, for the tier 3 upgrades, I think, I did go grab the, tier 2, like, hieroglyphic things. Dismount. Please dismount. Dismount and kill. I collected, like, 50 of those to contribute to that. Which isn't, like, a ton, but Had to go find him. Alright, I think my plan is going to be... kill this little fucker first. And then I'm gonna go get my stuff, get my remaining fish, and bring it back, and then I'm probably gonna find someone to raid out to and try to get my stream wrapped up. I feel like that'll be a good, sensible stopping point. So, just have to complete this journey one more time. They will have to make a list, and I'll feed you things to level scholar. We get sea shanties while you're fishing. I feel like everyone's always asking for sea shanties. I'm not gonna do sea shanties. I don't know enough of them. Maybe I'll get a playlist. I'm also not gonna subject everyone to me singing sea shanties live on stream. I feel like at best when I fish, you might get me, like, cracking open a cold beer and putting on the hat. The tall fishing hat. The fish fear me hat.
Quietus VT just redeemed bread.
Bread. Putting my face right in the bread. Where did I leave my boat? Next to this, right? Yep. Alright, it's on the map too.
Quietus VT just redeemed fish fear me.
Got the hat out. Nice. And a head pat.
Quietus VT just redeemed head pat.
Oh yeah, the text-to-speech guy pronounces Quietus's name funny. I think it's been longer than 5 minutes. And 5 minutes for what? Do something in 5 minutes? Oh yeah, the glasses, I don't know if they ever come back on. I don't know if that one works right. I might need to give that a look. Okay, this fucker wants to fight. Oh my god, I didn't heal. I didn't heal. This is gonna be bad. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Oh shit, there's more of them. Oh fuck. Shit. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. Wait. What do I do? What do I do? Water. Okay, this isn't going as well as I had planned. Okay. I lose them in the water, I heal up, I go back and I fight them for my cart. It's working. The plan is working. Okay.
Luigi's apartment just followed.
Thank you for the follow, Luigi's apartment. Luigi's maybe downgraded from the mansion.
Matk50 just followed.
Matt, also thank you for the follow. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Followed.
Oh, wait, fuck, there's the jackal. Revenge. Ribomaniac, thank you for the follow. Times are tough for Luigi. Yeah, thank you to all three of you. I appreciate it. Oh my god, I hope that alpha jackal does not come over here. I need to make sure I don't get the alpha. I can maybe take the two smaller ones, maybe? Am I not doing any damage to it? Come on, kill it. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? No, stop! Right. I'll have to run over here. Empire started being attacked by a huge empire today. Oh no, what empire? Am I good? Purgatory is the aggressor. Region 1. Probably nowhere near where we live. Oh, that's 3. 1 is on the other side. Oh, shit, Purgatory's big. It seems like they're probably going for like a pretty big land grab. Oh, the Arcana Leporis here? Yeah, that's a huge space they've got. I kind of a dumb question because I should probably know, but how does aggression like work with like empires? I'm not in an empire. I'm only part of a settlement. I know there's like the little watchtowers and stuff, and I assume some type of like resource gathering for those is maybe used to do something with it. I'm killing this alpha jackal, and then I'm taking my cart back. So help me. Frames, timber, and slabs are used to make supplies, which you can use to defend or attack. Ah, I see. Yeah, I know they said that they want to do, like, some type of opt-in PvP for something in the future, but that, like, the Empire stuff, it's kind of, like, resource-driven. Don't gather flint. Just pick up the bag. There we go. Oh my god. No, not another one. I can't keep doing this. Oh my god. Greycount, you're here. Are you here to save me? Because I probably needed it. My health is not looking great. Yeah, since I'm not in an empire and I haven't experienced any of that, I assume that's where all the, like, really toxic behavior is happening. Although I've heard even with settlements, people are trying to, like, build settlements too close to each other and, like, bully each other a little bit. Thank you, Greycount. This was immensely helpful. I'm going to eat a little bit of food, and then that other jackal probably also needs killing. And we can kill it. At least we can teamwork this part of it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I hear good things about the claymore. I might have to grab one at some point. Although I kind of like the spear and shield. I'm also like, I kind of want to do a mace, but I don't know if that's going to be a good move. But yeah, in terms of the PvP, I think they said it was going to be some type of very optional opt-in thing. Hopefully they keep it that way, because I do think, you know, in games like this where, like, resources and power can be, like, more easily obtained by larger, like, groups, it's kind of a the rich get richer situation, and it can feel like overwhelming. The people who win keep winning. They keep getting more ground. They keep getting more resources. They keep getting better at PvP. And then it becomes really hard to fight back. So, hopefully they're thinking about some balancing stuff for that, even with the resource-based stuff. But especially with PvP, yeah, if they introduce it, I do like a little PvP. I think it would be fun to have. But yeah, I hope they keep it in a way where it's like optional for people who want nothing to do with it. So you're in my boat. Yeah. Put fish in cart. Pick up boat. I have to probably dismount this to pick up the boat? Yep. Yeah, people will leave the game if it becomes like that. I feel like that was kind of a problem, in addition to other things, in Throne and Liberty. Just because the larger guilds that were able to actually get gear more successfully were able to sell the gear, to obtain the gear, and then people who were willing to pay real money to be able to buy the gear were also overpowered. So you'd get these massive guilds of people who were paid, sometimes thousands of dollars for really good stuff, and then they won every PvP battle. I was so excited to try the PvP in that game, and the first one I did, it was like every single one of them was one-shotting me. There was absolutely nothing I could do. It was completely one-sided. It was really disappointing. Oh yeah, Archage. I also liked that game, but yeah, similarly, like, oh shit, we gotta fight. Don't gather. Don't gather. Kill. Kill? There we go. I'm helping. Is that my bag? I'll grab the loot if that one's assigned to me. It is, okay. I love that game. I loved the housing. It was really expensive and hard to do, but I had like a house in a really cute area that I liked. And then I liked the way you could kind of mix and match 3 classes into your class, and I liked the way there was also like a court system if you did like a crime. I would sometimes sneak into the mountains and try to steal people's crops. It had some cool systems. I liked the idea of there being like the court system for like player killing and other stuff, where it's like, in theory, the game gave the players the tools to fix the problems themselves. Like, that's usually a good idea, rather than them having to like step in and constantly balance things and make sure like people weren't like breaking the rules or griefing people. Give players the option to grief, but then give other players the option to punish them for it. I think that usually works if it's done well enough, but, well, not always done well enough. In fact, it's usually done not so good. Archage had some cool ideas, though. I did like it, but got stuck in Archage jail for almost a week real time. Oh no. Could you break out? I don't think you could. Could you? I know there was some game recently with a jail system that you could break out of. You could. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Whoa. A little bit of a weird server lag. Can I get up this and over? Yes. Off-roading with the cart? Wait, no, shit. Can I get down? I want to un-off-road. Let me down. No. No, not like this. People are seeing. There are witnesses. Shit, I just gotta go around. I gotta go around. Sorry, everyone. Oh, man. My server tried a prison break. I don't remember the details at this point. Got killed again and sent back. You get added time. I mean, that makes sense. Probably how a real prison break works, too. You almost there? I don't see any roads yet, so I don't feel like... Quick map check. Oh, wow.
Boppin Badger just redeemed Glizzy Bonk.
So many glizzies. Getting pummeled again. Alright, can I get over this? Feels nice and gradual. Oh, yeah, sorry. The free throws, like, for subscribers, every 15 minutes they get to throw one for free, instead of having to pay with points. Like a little bonus. And usually once one person remembers it, everyone remembers they have one and also tends to spam it. Yeah, there's always the throw stuff at my head options in the channel points for the free viewers. See, there's that weird line again, huh? What are these people doing? I don't like what they're doing. I feel like they're up to some shit that's gonna piss me off later. I don't. That might be a bold accusation. I just feel like they're like gearing up to create like an impassable line of like fence or something annoying. All right, it's go time.
Reba Maniac just redeemed throw something at my face.
Everyone's throwing shit. And hitting me with the hot dogs.
Deck just redeemed Glizzy Bonk.
Always with the hot dogs. Oh yeah, okay, I think I know where we are. These people. VTubing has really evolved. Yeah, there's so many different things you can hit me in the head with. Right. I think the best part about that is that the software that does it is called the Twitch Integrated Throwing System. Or TITS. TITS for short.
Doomslace just redeemed a wooey wooey type situation.
Got my little SKE on my head.
Quietus VT just redeemed Giga Glizzy Bonk.
Where's the glizzy? Did I miss it? Or is it delayed again? Oh no. I don't... Actually, did I miss it? Where's the glizzy? I missed it. Okay. I'm always suspicious about tits stopping working because it disconnects so often. I don't want people to not get their redeems. But then also, it's been delayed a few times, so like... I have fear in my heart. You've seen it. You've seen it the way it happens. So that time I saw that one, I was looking.
The Grey Count just redeemed Giga Glizzy Bonk.
Alright, back home. Also, Grey Count, appreciate the escort, thank you very much. Probably needed it, there were quite a few jackals. Would you like an ocean fish in exchange for your trouble? I can get you one. Just hate it when your tits stop working. Yeah. That really is the worst, isn't it? And the time it froze in front of me menacingly. That was the worst one. Because it was hovering like inches from my face. It aura farmed. You lost the window. Oh. I'll redo it. Ish. There you go. Payment for the escort. Also, I've got more of them. If you need more, I'm kind of stockpiling them. I've got 22 of those. 15 of the tier 2s now, too. Nice. Select the cart. Alright, nice. A successful journey. Successful fishing. Successful stream. I'm gonna wrap up my stream. I'm gonna find someone else who's playing this to raid out to real quick. I'll switch over to my chatting screen and figure out who's getting a raid. And while I do that, I will also just kind of ramble. Thanks everyone who came in from a raid or anyone who's just new here. I appreciate it. If you like what you're seeing and want to come back for more, I play a bit of Bitcraft. I play other games too. I dabble in many things. But, you know, drop a follow if you're interested in seeing more. Usually live about 3... I just typed bit crab. I just searched bit crab. No, that's not right. I'm crab. Look at this graph.
Driftmark33 just redeemed bread.
Alright, let's see. Who's live? Who's streaming this? Let's find another VTuber, maybe. Ravi plays games. I think I've seen this person before. I don't know... Oh, from where? Oh, from Eldenwood. It's another Eldenwood streamer. Well, there we go. We got an Eldenwood streamer who's actively playing Bitcraft. That's my stream team. It's perfect. Where I knew the name from. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and get the raids set up. And I'll probably be live. I haven't set my schedule for next week yet, but I'm thinking probably Monday. So probably next live on Monday. Alright, and here comes the raid. Thanks everyone. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.